So hi, this is Aman, and in this video I'm going to give my interview experience which I had given for the UI developer role for the Juspay company. So everything from where it started, where did I apply to the for the role, and what was the process, how long did it take to complete all the processes, everything. So where did I apply first of all for the for this role? So if I talk about the role, this is a UI developer role for which I had given the interview. So the application that I had applied was from the official website only. So one day on the LinkedIn itself, I was scrolling through all the like feeds. So someone has posted about this role on their post, and so I just clicked on the link that redirected to the the official career page of the Juspay, I guess, and from there only I just applied to the for the role, and so yeah, there I applied, and after a week or a 2 week later, I got a call from the HR, uh, like uh, she was saying about that. To proceed for the further interview rounds, you need to complete one assignment. So she explained about the assignment, what is it is going to be about. So it was 2 page application that was supposed to be built using any of the JavaScript libraries. Either you can use React, Vue, Angular, whatever you are comfortable in, and along with any of the styling library. So I had used Tailwind for that. So if I give you the brief what the assignment was, so it was basically a two-page application. It was not very easy, to be honest, as there were lot of contents on the website, too many cards, table, and everything. So if I could give you a brief, the the page itself only had three navigation menus. One was the top nav bar, and there were two sidebars, left sidebar and then the right sidebar, and both the pages have their own contents separately. And so also along with that, you also had to uh, you also had to support the website should also be supporting the dark, the light, both the themes, right? So you were supposed to give the functionality of the theming as well, right? So CC explained me the explained me about the assignment, and then she sent me the email of the Figma of the Figma uh, design that was there, which you have to build or develop pixel perfect, right? And the deadline was of 3 days or so. But here is a story. When I received the email, that time I was very sick, so like I could not even start coding. I did not, I had not written even a single line of code in that period, when in that timeline. So the deadline had passed already. Okay, and then after a week or so, I got a call from the HR. So by then I had lost any hope that I'm obviously I had not even submitted the assignment. How am I gonna get the how am I gonna uh, get to the further rounds? So I had already lost any of the hopes, and then I suddenly got a call from the HR saying ki you have not submitted the assignment. And then I explained her about the situation, that I was so much sick that I could not even start the assignment. So, and when the deadline had passed, I thought there is no point of now building the assignment, because the deadline had already been passed. So but then I asked that can I submit it now, if like if you could give me 2 days or so. So like she thankfully understood the situation and gave me like 2 days to like further build it from scratch and submit it. So I just quickly like built it. As I said, it was a bit lengthy, was not obviously very easy, but anyhow, I just built it. It was doable and submitted it in like 2 days or so. And yeah, so it was supposed to be hosted also, the website itself, and so I had hosted it on like uh, I guess Netlify only. Yeah, I had hosted the website on Netlify, and the code was hosted on GitHub. So I shared both the links to the email as the reply, and then after like 2 week or so, I guess I then got a call from HR that you are proceeding to the further rounds. So she like explained me about the very first round that was going to happen. Like it was kind of a screening round, and so then the interview got scheduled, right? And yeah, so it the I did not know anything about how the round is going to be look like. She had explained, I think, yeah, so she had already explained that this is going to be more like conversational round, like the interview is gonna like ask you about the projects, your prior experience, things from your resume, like these things. So yeah, so this only happened. The interview only asked me about my experiences. So before this, like I had been working uh, in another company for like a year. So he like asked me about all the projects and everything that I had worked on. Right. So I kind of explained everything. Then he I had also mentioned my personal project that I had built with along with the help of one of my friends, uh, daily dose of DSA. So he was very interested in knowing that as well. So we talked about that also and everything. It did not take very long. The round itself like ended in like 20 to 25 minutes only. Yeah, so he in the end asked me like, do you have any questions? And you generally expect the round to go like for at least 40-45 minutes at least. And then when he asked me like, do you have any question? I was like, what? Did I like fuck up anywhere or anything like that? Why is he like ending the interview right now? And so I got like a bit of shocked there. I said, no, I don't have no questions. And so yeah, it ended. The time the interview ended, I had like believed a bit that okay, I might have like did something wrong in the interview because technically it should be at least 40-45 minutes long. So yeah, that was about the first round. But like thankfully, like I got uh, I got the call from HR like after a week that you are proceeding to the next round. So yeah, so and the next round supposed to be taken by two interviewers. So as you get the email of the Google Meet, so you get the names of the interviewer that is going to take your interview. So I just searched those names on LinkedIn, got to know about like their profile, how long they have been working in Juspay, what are the domains they are working in, everything. I like collected all the information about them to be slightly better prepared for the interview. And yeah, then the interview started, and it was a very like not very ideal interview that I had given so far, like before this, because like they mainly focuses on much of the technical aspect, right? But they kind of started grinding me on everything. Like I generally don't prepare for my like intros and everything. I just go very raw, and then and then just express myself like whatever I have to say. So that's why in every interview I kind of say uh, like different intros about myself. Obviously the data remains the same, but my way of like putting sentences changes in every interview. So like I started giving my intro and everything. So they used to pick like words from my like conversation, and used to question about all the like words. Like somewhere I had maybe mentioned like I'm looking for a more challenging role now. So they just picked up the word like, what do you mean by challenging role? And I was like, wow, I was not prepared for that. Because you generally are not. I mean, at least I am not. Yeah, I'll be very honest. I don't kind of prepare for these things. And yeah, so whatever came in my mind, I just said it, and it was very true. Like I was not kind of making anything stuff like that. So I was just saying whatever was coming in my mind. So yeah, so and then I like he asked me about the my work experiences in my previous company. Like I had worked on some really interesting projects. So he was also very interested. Okay, how did you do that? What technologies you used and everything? How did you use that? How did you implement it, this and that, everything? Okay. And then I had also like, as I said, I had also mentioned my personal project like daily dose of TSA that I had built. So he was like very interested in that as well. So he kind of said, can you like open up the website? And then the screen was shared already. And then I opened up the website, and then like I gave him the tour of the website, like what the website is doing and everything. Then he asked me what the problem that any of the problems you faced while building the website. I explained him what are the problems that I basically face, major ones, right? And then because the role itself was UI developer, so he sort of explained me that what they are looking for. So the ideal candidate they were looking for, they said he or she must be having like their own common like sense regarding the design and everything. So they are not supposed to someone who are given pixel perfect Figma designs and then they can like kind of develop or code components according to that. They themselves should have like certain sense of intelligence regarding the design of the websites, how the look and feel of the website should be. So they explained me about the role, obviously, and what they were looking for. So he kind of like started grinding me on my uh, website, like why did you do this instead of that? What was your reason behind that? And since I had built the website by myself only, so I was like very comfortable in like answering all those questions कि भाई ये component या ये चीज़ मैंने इधर ही क्यों किया? Why did not I put it on the other page? Why I'm like showing this table here? Okay, and everything like so. So yeah, one thing like you can take from this, that if you are building a project, do it yourself only. Don't clone anyone's project. And even if you do, like make sure कि you like know ins and out of the project, right? So you are kind of comfortable in answering all those questions. So that kind of helped me a lot. So like for like 30 minutes or so, I guess we were only talking about my project only. Yeah, so it went very well. He asked me about some design concepts also, that why did you apply ease in out here? Why not ease in, or why not linear? I mean, usually don't have answers for that. But like again, as I said, I was very raw. So like I just explained ki okay, what came in my mind like while giving the styles to the component. कि भाई ease in out ही क्यों किया, why did not I put linear, you know, it looked very rough, as I said, for the answer. And like I explained everything. And these kind of questions I had not been asked before this in any interviews. So for me also, like, the interview was very interesting. Uh, they were not only focusing on my technical skills, but also like overall uh, my my intelligence, like how would you approach the problem, how would you give your inputs to the project and everything. So yeah, so that was all about the round, and it was supposed to be last round only. So yeah, it ended up I was like 80% sure ki I'll get through. But again, I don't kind of keep any kind of hope from these kind of like interviews. So yeah, so I think 2 or 2.5 weeks later, I guess, uh, I got the call from the HR saying ki you have been selected for the role. And so yeah, so that was all about the like the process of the interview, that how did it go and everything, from getting the assignment call to the last round, everything. So I think the process in total took, I guess, 1.5 months, I guess. Yeah, around that only. So yeah, I mean, that was all about the interview process. So currently, since I had cleared the interview, so I'm working in Juspay only. It's been like a month. It's going to be a month working on very interesting project, by the way. Uh, and very interesting like library also. Have you heard about Rescript? I had not before coming to the company. I had heard about React. I was working on it. I had heard about Vue. I was working on it, about Angular, Next, Remix, these libraries. I had not ever heard about Rescript. What the heck is this? But yeah, so even there is a blog also on internet why just be using Rescript. I had not fully read it yet, but obviously I'll read it, like why they are actually using Rescript now as I'm using it also. So yeah, I think yeah, that was all about the interview process and everything. And yeah, just let me know if you have any further questions or anything. Maybe I'll put my LinkedIn account link in the description. And yeah, thank you, thank you.